Hello? Alright, my mic is fully operational right about now. Uh, yep, this is PG28. Um, I was already, let's say, talking to myself. Let's keep it real. I was talking to myself about, what was it? I guess human relationships, and I don't have any. No, I'm just kidding. But more or less, this girl I know from, how can I put this? From a group. Let's say that. I don't want to oust her name. I don't want to oust the group. I want to keep as kind of private and discreet as I can, but give the emotional, feedback of it part. And I might get interrupted. I don't know. If I do, I'll pause incrementally, and hopefully it doesn't sound too fucking choppy. But yeah. So she's younger than me. How old is she? She's about 4 years old, younger than me. And she's like a happy, brightster girl. Like she's like smiley, smart, and glasses and I don't know if I have a thing for glasses, but hey, glasses. And she's shorter than me, so she's not. I can't say she's not beautiful, but she's beautiful. But I'm not trying to exaggerate to the point where it's like, dude, this is my oh my god, this is my like dream girl. It's like, nah, not really my dream girl, but more or less, I'm gonna get to what I want to get to. So she, her energy, right? Her energy, her age, her generation, right now, is in a confrontational energy. It's I guess revolutionary, for lack of a better term. Like, we won't take this, but it's not like this hardcore we'll do anything. It's kind of like this, we're angry and we're voting. What you gonna do about it? Like, that type. And my energy, like when I, when okay, like my energy, as you know, is kind of like rambunctious, probably anarchist. It's kind of like fuck with me, let's get it done, and let's get it done. Versus her energy. So we're kind of like yin yang in a way. And I like her. And how I know I like her, because in high school, when girls, I might jump over the place, but in high school, right, when it came to females in high school, right, I I like I didn't freeze up. I just didn't know what to fucking say. Like I just didn't know what to say more. It's not like I was shy, but I was just looking at it like, we're in high school. We're taking these stupid tests every fucking once a week. Teachers, they kind of like their job, they kind of don't. The class is loud sometimes and chaotic and don't want to read and run out loud and shit. And so it's just like I'm just I'm just getting all this input, from like the sensory input from the environment around me. So I know I dressed good. I had good sneakers and good stuff, but I was just kind of empty. I didn't have anything to like talk about or have my hands on. There was no sports things into this thing. There's things I did, but it wasn't like big, right? But more or less, girls that liked me, I gave them a chance once in a while, anything. But I didn't think anything of. I didn't understand the value or have a proper description of the value of human, like life, human people, like anything human. I just didn't really. I was like, the fuck. So I had a more of a handle on that when I was younger. I guess like old people did. Like when you were younger, you knew your friend was going to be at school and you loved your friend. You came to school and you hugged your friend. It was fun times. Y'all played Power Rangers together, all types of shit. But as you grow up, you kind of get distant from that feeling. But what this girl kind of like ignited in me from first time meeting her was this sense of protection. It was this sense of like, I will fucking protect this girl. I will not kill somebody, but if someone like really hurt, on the spot, I would react very, very harshly, very quickly. So I knew that feeling. I was like, oh shit, like I didn't get that feeling a lot in high school, because I felt like there's a responsibility that we all have to ourselves and how we treat ourselves and get treated. And I was like, there's a responsibility, and these are things I look for in people, not even just female. Just I look for these things: responsibility, valor, honesty. Responsibility. I look for these things. Excuse me. And when I don't see it, it's not like I'm testing you. But if I don't see it, I go, can't really connect, because then if I say something high and mighty and righteous, you think to yourself that I'm trying to be above you, and I'm like, no, it's just a matter of, this is what I would want out of the community I'm living in. Not like these are my recommendations or my standards, but How can we live like this and do better as people to increase our value? Because I've just noticed myself, and I said this out loud to myself before I turned the mic on, and I was like, when it comes to the value of things on like a chart, we're up. We're trending right now. As in, let me put it like this. I don't know the dates of like things that happen in society. I'm not really a historian as of yet, but you had the value of trees. You know, like, oh my God, this tree's been here for 130 years. You can't cut it down, you asshole. You've had the value of animals. Like, this animal is about to go extinct. You can't really kill all these animals. This is bad. You had the value of materials. Like, oh, gold is the new money, and fuck paper. We got gold and shit. We're at a stage right now where we're competing with our own production, as in technology. And how that ties into human value and human relationships and sexual relationships is that why buy the cow when I can get the milk for free? Well, the thing is, you should buy the cow, learn how to be a cow herder, milk the cow your damn self, and get anything else you can get out of the cow. But don't kill the cow and learn how to coexist with the cow instead of just buying the milk. And then if a cow dies, you don't give a fuck where the milk comes from next. You just want milk. That's kind of greedy. That's what I'm looking at. And that's how I'm trying to relate it to this conversation or this topic or debate or whatever about this girl. Because it's like PG is like, don't worry about it, it's more fish in the ocean, all types of shit. And it's like, yeah, I'm not really obsessed over her, but here's my little little problem or whatever. When I go on Facebook, right, and I see her post, and I think this is her like business Facebook or whatever, probably her personal one, I don't know. She's naturally happy, right? Now, or probably she's like depressed. Like some people are depressed, but they go outside and they're really happy. I don't really know. But then I look at that and I go, okay, fine. But then when I see her interacting with other people that are happy too, kind of makes me like quite like a little buzzer goes off my head. Like, okay, are they doing something together? And it's just like, well, that's kind of possessive. And I'm like, yeah, it is, but I'm not trying to possess her. It's just I feel like, what's the code of conduct for relationships, non-sexual and sexual, in society? What's the what's the joint decision on anything? Like it's at this point right now, anything goes. It's like Hunger Games, like anything goes, and I'm not really feeling that type of flow. And it's like, well, you can't do anything about it. I mean, that's my thing. Is that when someone says I can't do nothing about it, it makes me think about how everything you can't do nothing about. So right now, it's not as if she's the only person I had that's available to go out with PG-28, but it's more or less like I'm looking for building points. I'm looking for people to build with and towards too. Like, we're building something. I don't want to just exist with somebody like that. That really kind of throws me off. Is going, okay, you're looking good, I'm sexy, blah 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 blah. Now what? Now what's our function in society? Not saying we should kill ourselves, but we're at that point where when you hear about something on the news about 30 people dying, 100 people dying, excuse me, 2 people dying, like, you just kind of you kind of feel bad, but you don't really stop doing what you're doing. You just keep going. And that's what I'm saying, is that same thing with relationships, is that there's no who are you, what are you into, what can you do, what can I do, okay, this is who we are. It's kind of like I like you, I can't get with you because of this and that, or I'm trying or whatever. And it's just kind of, it's this icky situation of we're not slowing down. We're not slowing down, and it's just like, you got to deal with it. You got to just deal with the fact that we're not slowing down. And that kind of depresses me a bit, because I think in a slower pace environment, which is entirely up to me to move towards or build, is that I guess my type would feel more comfortable and more earthy and more like, like, okay, here we are, and we can, love one another silently before it gets loud. And it's like, what does that mean? Well, to me, it means a sort of peace be unto you, like peace be unto you. I'm trying to say, you can have your time to be peaceful and quiet and move about, versus being loud all the fucking time. And she's not a loud person. She's kind of introverted and quiet, kind of not like me. Sometimes I'm kind of extroverted and I'm not really quiet, but I can be quiet and introverted. But more or less, um we're kind of like opposites, and it's like I like it. I don't know if she likes it. I think I have this thing where it's like, oh, girls like me, and I'll figure it out 2 months later and go, oh, you liked me? Oh my god, oh my okay, let's go and they be looking at me like, yeah, kind of not feeling it right now, or I don't know. So it's kind of like whenever a woman wants it, you gotta hop on it. And I also feel like I have my points about that, how it's like that may be a natural instinctual thing, but I want to dissect that. Like I like dissecting everything, and to me, that's a very interesting thing to dissect, because it's like, where's my say in the matter? Like, where's a guy's say in how a relationship operates? And that's where I'm at. I just don't want to. I don't necessarily say like I don't trust women, but I don't trust what a species. I don't like. I feel like a woman's mind can be hijacked through her heart. You can hijack a woman's mind through her heart. It's called pimping or whatever the fuck you want to call it. When that happens and that occurs, and she's kind of she's in the group that I left. She's still in the group, and there was one night where I think I explained it on YouTube before. I spoke on a little bit where it was like I had left the group and kind of like an argument type of thing. It wasn't really loud, but it was just like a, here's my points on why I shouldn't leave, and this is why I'm right. And 4 or 5 others, including her, was like, she didn't say anything. So she wasn't saying anything the whole thing. And I don't know if she was sad I was going, or she didn't fucking care for me, or she didn't like agree or some shit. And I'm sitting here like kind of stunned, like, why aren't you, like, everybody else was saying something, but she wasn't saying nothing. I was just like kind of wishing for her to be a part of me. And I guess that's kind of like pressure-ish, like, dude, she has a connection with you, but she doesn't want to ruin it through this, and this is kind of big and it's a burden. So I was just kind of expecting her to do something. So it's not really a sticky situation. It's just more or less is an unlevel situation where nothing was really discussed about who we are and what we feel towards each other. Because I feel like, I don't know if my generation or all generations, that recently, we don't discuss how we feel about each other to each other. We kind of like backdoor it, like we'll talk to somebody else about what we think or what we feel, and he'll say something. I mean, I guess that's probably natural too, but I just feel like it, one, removes the natural element of like going to the beach or going to the trees and talking to a tree, or psychically talking to a tree or something like that. And it removes the element of honesty, like bold-faced transparency and honesty. So whereas like you're always gonna have miscommunication. I'm gonna read something, and I think it really hits it on the head. Oh, Facebook. Yeah. I'm just looking at like, yeah, Facebook. Still recording. It's hopefully okay. Oh, okay. Fuck. Okay, 307. Damn. I don't know if this thing. 312, 312, 312. Okay, I think it still records when I'm not, on it. I don't know. Oh, it doesn't. Fuck. There's this thing. Oh my god. Shit. You know what? I think I'll copy and paste and type it into some shit in the description bar about Confucius and this saying. Was this James Lee Boggs, this guy who writes a book, and so the introduction has a piece of Confucius's, I think, saying or teaching about how if communication is garbled, then society itself won't function as clean as it possibly can. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you need communication to be crisp and clear. If not, it'll just be like this type of what it is right now. And I'll definitely put it in. Please, please, please read it. I'll read it. Read the description bar, please, as an annotation of some shit. Like, please read the description bar. And yeah, and I don't know what to stand for, think for when it comes to relationships with people, because I'm not materialistic. But if you say, okay, PG-28, Travis is my name. The fuck. If you say, Trav, put this together, put that together, and put this together and make this, and I know how to do it. I'll do it well, and I'll do many of them for the whole community and sell them off or whatever the case may be, and just really move on it. But to say, hey, Travis, go talk to those 20 people about how you feel about life. And I go, fuck. Because here it is. I'm going to talk to these people about how I feel about life. And they could either attack me physically, verbally disband me, tell me to leave, accept what I say, cry, get their feelings hurt, walk away and go, we hate you. And it's just like, that's not a common, but people, it's like we don't know how to handle feelings anymore. The thing that makes up who we are most of the days, like we all feel it. We don't know how to handle feelings anymore. We don't know how to handle that. We don't know. I don't know. That's what troubles me. That's what troubles me for the future is that if we're dealing with right now the crisis of what's the value of human life, then this is big. This is a big fucking part. Because I'll say, okay, I love this girl, or I love a girl, and I love somebody, whatever, and I'll love them, and they'll love me. But then they can go love somebody else, and it's like, what's right? Like, what's true? And you can't say, oh, but you think is true is true. That doesn't make any sense, because then I'll think some true shit, you think some true shit, but it's true to what we think, but we don't think each other's views are true. So now we're fighting. I don't want to get into a fighting, coexisting of, oh, whoever wins the fight wins the whole thing for 10 years, and then every 10 years we fight again. It's like, no, it's kind of tribal, kind of natural, but it's like, no, I don't know about that right now. So as it stands, I'm kind of like, where can we go, have some peace, have some time to ourselves, have some solidarity, have some me time, and then come together and be really honest. And then what it is what it is, and not be afraid, because I think that fear can also play a big part of it. How people are just scared of the future. They're scared of this. And I'm scared sometimes too about what I'm talking about, like the future of like technology being more valuable than human life. It's like, it's crazy. So I just don't want I don't want to be around females who are scared and having to say, I'll protect you, I'll hold you down, I'll keep you close, and I'll love you. It feels like I would be manipulating their feelings. So it's kind of like a woman or any human being would have to naturally take it upon themselves to take responsibility, all morals, all insights, all characteristics, combine it and be that pillar to themselves and say, I am. I am, versus I don't know. The book said, I want this. I want strength, like out of people, not to even use it, but just to know that they know that I know that we both know that we both have strength. That's some strong shit. That is some really, really, really strong shit. When you have that, you're a fucking boss. To me, when you just go, and then someone wants to talk to you about it, but then you don't want to talk to them about it, I get even more pissed off, because, okay, you're wasting time not figuring it out, because it's fun to not figure it out. It's fun to be stuck, and it's fun to say I'm stuck and be a victim. I don't think being a victim is cool. I think you can change that. But if people don't think they can change that, then it makes me just even more upset, because now I'm around a girl who's really cool, really happy, but then very off, very protective, very shielded. Now I got to chip at this shield. I got to work at this fucking shield till it breaks, knowing that maybe some guy out there may get fucking lucky, or a girl may get lucky, and then she slips in with her and goes, oh my god, I feel safe because that guy out there was chipping at my shield. He was trying to get to know me. It's like getting to know somebody is offensive. Getting to know somebody seems to be an offensive thing to do. And you go, what the fuck? It's offensive. And I hate the fact that it's offensive, because it's dumb. At some point, I understand being shy, you don't know what your abilities are, but I do not like that fucking theory of, if I'm trying to get to know you, run, be scared, don't talk to strangers. He can kill you. Oh, you don't know. Oh my god. Now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck people. And I don't want to have that attitude, and I don't want to have that view. But when I get pissed off, that's the view I get, because I try. I try, but people are scared. People have their own timetable. I know, I get that. But I get upset. It gets tiring, because I'm getting older. I'm not like 38, but being this age at this time in this generation, going, okay, we should team up, do stuff, come together, combine thoughts, combine ideas, cross patterns, all types of shit, and we'll get it fucking done. It's yeah, I don't know, and it's not. We're unsure of ourselves. We don't know if we should rise up, stay down. We don't know, and that uncertainty again in females or anybody makes me upset, because even myself is that, let's challenge, let's change it. But let's be honest, let's be thorough, let's not lie. I feel like girls who, or to me, in my opinion, in my, history, girls who have smiled more and acted like they're happy, they're like very protective of themselves. They're defensive. They're not really inviting, And I don't know. Just probably go to Ireland or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like go to London or some shit and meet somebody. I really, I, I just want. I don't know. It's not this lonely rescue. Rescue me, rescue me. It's not that. It's just here I am in my basement recording this. Not talking to any. I'm talking to people over the internet, but I'm not really, excuse me, interacting with someone face to face. I'm very much so being hypocritical or contradicting in this recording myself. So I admit that. I will admit that right now. By using technology to talk to people and all types of shit. I know. But yeah, it's looking back at the chances I had with females that were cool. I just didn't see it at the moment. I was just kind of like reclusive. I was inside myself, and I was like, I got stress at home. I got stress at school. I'm not in the city going to school. Trying to say it's just like, oh my god, like it's just doing what other people want me to do to an extent, and not doing what I want to do is something that didn't catch on until like now. Like, oh shit, okay, do what you want to do and not, oh, go to this party. I mean, I kind of held my own in a sense, but I wasn't doing it big like I'm doing it now. So, but I'm not even blaming myself for that. It's more or less just like explaining to you guys and girls out there just how I feel right about now, and just what I'm thinking about and all types of shit. So I'm gonna just keep talking for a little bit as a test to see if it kept recording. I think it did. Okay, I think it did. I think it did. So I swiped up. Talk, 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 talk. All right, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna put the description of Confucius in the bottom of the description. So I'm gonna end it here. And any updates? I don't really got any updates for you guys. I wish I did. It's not like I'm not doing nothing, but nothing. I can't put it into something and speak it on it right now. So I'm just kind of like just blurting. I feel like this is something I record. You don't just not record this. You record this shit. You know what I'm trying to say? And hopefully it reaches somebody out there, and willfully it reaches somebody out there that people can connect with and look at it and listen and reflect and type of shit. Because like I don't feel alone, but it makes me think to myself. Do you go out there and you reach out to every single body that you think they like you and you like them, and then it's and then what fucks with me again is that it costs sometimes some things cost money, and it's like, well, not really. If you really have a connection with them, it's just like the wind, man. It just goes and stuff. And it's like, yeah, kind of, sort of, but you need money. You need money in a society like this. You're gonna need money, and that's what fucked me sometimes a lot. Is that I had little to no money, and I'm like, oh, and here comes a question: are people worth my time? Organically, naturally, we need people around us, but I don't have that much money. Do I spend it on securing my food, my rent, my cell phone bill, or do I just spend half of it with a chick and just have a fun time and just have a fun time? Like, see what I'm trying to say? It's just kind of like, so I think that there needs to be a code of conduct on how to operate within these paraxes or some shit, some word that means something complicated. I don't fucking know right now, but I think very much so. Without that, you just have sporadic doing what you feel like doing in the moment, and like, what does that mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I think people are trying to co-opt that, new agers or whatever, trying to co-opt this, like, if you feel it, go for it, man. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work for everybody. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to find something that works for everybody. I'm just trying to find something that's just basic and standard that goes, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, why not be honest with that? You can't just be all separate and doing stupid shit. It doesn't work. I think if you care about people enough, you try. You try to think. You try to do something related to that so you can go, I did it, or it's done, or it's possible versus I didn't do shit. I don't care about not doing shit. But then when you on your deathbed, you're like, oh my god, I should have did that. People are worth it. Ugh, beep, you're dead. Like I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm kind of dragging it on. 25 minutes, I'm guessing. And I keep saying I'll post it tonight, and I'm gonna post this tonight. I'm gonna post this tonight. Post this tonight. Um, so yeah, thanks for listening, hearing me out, sitting down with me, my commentary, my goofy commentary, and yeah, peace be unto you. I am the teacher, you are the student, and vice versa. So both together we shall learn and be equals and whatnot and whatnot. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you